Hello, on to the semi-finals. It's gone very quickly. Of the Skunkworks speed setting competition. So try and puzzle 2 first of all. So this was quite entertaining. Both the setters chose very similar constraints. So one went with ambiguous XV Kropki dots, and the other one went for these remote sums. So in the end, I think in both, pretty sure in both, they've just been combined into one overall rule set, which is rather fun. So we've got these remote ambiguous pairs where a coloured circle in a cell indicates that the digit n in the cell, so if this is a 3, has a relation in with that cell. Those two would have a relationship in the orthogonal direction that the circle points, and then also that each of the 4 different colours relate to either XV, black Kropkis, or white Kropkis. So this will be fun. Right. What have we got? We've got 1, 2, 3 triple to start us off, hopefully. And one of those. Need to remember, of course, that like a 2-3 pair could be a V, could be a consecutive, that sort of thing. Need to be wary of that. They are 5s, aren't they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are there any other close to an edge? Not that I can see. So if either of these are 2s, they point to the middle here, and therefore black, blue could be, it could still be a black dot, it could still be a white dot, and it could still be a V. Obviously can't be an X. X is going to be quite hard to place, maybe? Possibly. And if neither of these are a 2, that would be a 2 in the middle, of course. And therefore, one of these would be looking at that, and the other one... Sorry, coughing. I can't count. That would be a 3, wouldn't it, of course? So... And 3 never has... 1, 2, 3. 3 never has a relationship with 1, so this is never a 1. So if either of these outside's a 3, that's pointing at a 2, and then that's just fine. And then the other one would be a 1 looking just next to it. And the 1 can only go to... Yeah, this is interesting. A 1 can only go to a 2, a 4. So if this... Oh, one of these is a 1, of course, now. Hey, don't do that. So one of these is a 1. And it's therefore interesting that these come from 4, 5, and 6. Because the one that's a 1 has to pair with a 4, doesn't it? So you know that blue is V, which is nice. Gets rid of those being small. And blue being V means these can't be 2 either, because then they'd be 2 with a 3. So that is a 1-3 pair, and one of these is a 4. Nice. So V's accounted for. And then what's green? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4's going to look at... Oh, it could look at either 5 or 6. That's interesting. And of course, the one that goes 1, then 4. The other side... I'm wondering about... Wait, if that's a 5, basically that has to be a 5 going to a 1, which isn't allowed. So these are a 4, 6 pair. And the 6 on the outside goes to here, which ain't going to be a V. Isn't obviously going to be an X. An X. It's not obviously not going to be a V. Can't be a black dot, so it's going to be a white dot. So one of yellow and green is a white dot. And therefore goes to like a 5 or a 7 on the outside. Ooh, and of course 4 is going to 1. Hang on. 7 to 1, 2, 3. No, 4 goes to 6. The other one is an X. So, is this going to work? It is going to work. So I know blue is white. Classic. Green is either so the 4 axes of X and the 6 acts as a white. Why have I said that blue is white? Blue is a V. Let's try that again. Blue is V. Green and yellow are either X and white, respectively. And then the only one's left, red, has to be a black dot. Lovely jubbly. Right, so this is a 1 or a 4. They come from 1, 2, 3, 4. They're certainly not 1s either at that point. And can you say anything else? Possibly, but not that I can immediately see. This might also be interesting. Also, possibly not. Yeah, possibly not. Blue being V, neither of these are 3 because of that 2 now. So it could be 1, 4, 4 up to 1 or 2 with a 3. Either of these have to be 3. I'd be surprised, to be honest. Not necessarily. And this guy coming along is basically whatever. But the green and yellow's here. So green, obviously, neither of these be a 2? No, because one of them's a white dot. So if there are 2, they've got a 1. So they've got to have a 1, is what I'm saying, because they can't be a 2-4 pair. They'll have 1, therefore 4s are here because of the blue dots. And the 1 looks at this cell, which is either going to be a 9 or a 2. And it's not a 2, it is a 9. So whichever one is the X goes with a 1. And therefore the other one's a white dot, isn't it? So it could be 4 going all the way along. Not sure as of yet. What are these at most? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not a 1. And surely not a 3. Doesn't look very likely. A 6 going across the other would mean 6. Oh, 6 would mean 6 would force either 4, 5, or 7. Which is probably okay. Yeah, that's probably fine. It's 2s, 4s. Yeah, it's probably all fine as well. And how about the one that's in a ratio? Oh, if that's 4, right? And goes out to here, these have to be consecutive. 4 would go to 5, would go to 6. Oh, that can't be. Oh, it can be 2. If that's then a 1 and is then. Yeah, that seems almost likely that those are 2s. If that's a 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, does it? Neither of those are 4s. And 5, 1, 2, 5, I said, okay. But 6 now would mean a consecutive, meaning it would have to be 7 and 3. So if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if either of these are 6, they're a 6, 7 pair. And otherwise, if there's no 6, what if one of these was a 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would put 4 or 6 here. Then green would be consecutive. So yellow would be X. And therefore couldn't be a 2. So if that's 5, that's 4 or 6. That's therefore 7 and 3. Ah, that works. Might not be looking in the right place at the moment. I've done my V, haven't I, with my blue? And have I dealt with this properly? I mean, I know there's a 7, there's a 5 or a 7 on the outside here. I just don't know where at the present. And this 1, 3. I mean, 1 consecutive would force immediately a 2. Does that run into problems with this? No, not really. Or at least not that I can immediately spot. Nice and consecutive, this. Consecutive, symmetrical. That's what I was going for. This puzzle. Oh, newsy brain. 2s to 3s, putting a 2-4 pair. What am I not saying? 1s definitely require a 4, sorry. But that could be... Oh, hang on. If that's 1-4, can that really be 4-1? 1-4-4-1? 4? 4s and 1s? Yeah, no, that should be okay, shouldn't it? Don't really see why not. So, sorry, if this is 6, it's got to be up to a consecutive 7, which comes back to a 3. And then that affects nothing in here, which surprises me. So what's going on there? Huh. And then if this is a 2, it's just got to go to a 1, which is fine because then that's the X. Oh, that puts a 4 here. Sorry. That's what I wasn't saying. 2 puts a 4 there, which is not acceptable. Because 2 and 4 are not consecutive. There's something that I missed. So, can this not have a 6? If this is then a 5, I said that that has to go with the 4 and 6 on this side. And that therefore puts 7 and 3. 5, 4, and 6. Oh, so one of these is always a 7, isn't it? You can say that. So either 5 with 4 and 6. Oh, and of course, 2 fine with 1, but 4 has to go with 5. 4 would put 5, would put 6. 4, 5, 6, 7, 3. Why does that just work? Or 2, 2, 1. Because as soon as that's 2, then don't really have to worry about that being consecutive and the such. I wanted to rule out that being a 3, but that works with a 6. 6 there. That's 7 here and 3 there. Or... Wait. And 6, 6, 4 didn't work, did it? 1, 6. Sorry. Oh, because... Yeah, because I ruled that out. That's fine. I think I did anyway. Did I? I must have done. 6 and 4. Oh, it was because this comes back to... Sorry. Yeah. That comes back to there. And would have to be consecutive. So what was I looking at? I was saying that if whichever one's 5 or 6 has to be the consecutive. So the 7 always sees a 3 on the outside, doesn't it? Because 5 obviously is consecutive and 6 goes to 7. So the 7 always sees a 3 on the outside. That doesn't really matter with this. Doesn't really matter with... Yeah, well, I say it doesn't matter with this yet. Maybe it does. It comes down to it. 2, 3, 4 works. 6 and 3 if it... Oh, 6 and 3 isn't happy because of that 1. So that's never 6. But 1, 2... Oh, I really can't count. That's 2. That's the problem there, isn't it? 1 going to 2 is fine. 2 going to 4 is a problem. 3, 6, 1... Yeah, no, that seems okay. The green dot coming up this way. Don't really like that. The 7, of course, is the... because it goes 7 and 1. Oh, but that can still go 4 and 5. That's what I don't like. As in, why I think that should give me some logic, and it doesn't seem to be. It's not to do with these ones. 1 going to 4, because the 1-3 pair sorts out which one's the V and which one's the X and which one's the white dot, doesn't it? And when this is 3, it's talking about, oh, and when this is 3, right? Yeah. Because 1 on this side would mean that yellow is 1 puts 4 means yellow is consecutive. So 1 puts 2. And 3 means that yellow is X. And that's the exact same thing over on this side. 1 means 1, 4 means green is consecutive. Yes, yeah. So you get 7s up here. And you get 2s in one of these 2 spots. So the 1 pairs with the 2 and the 3 pairs with the 7. Am I going to have to do my little rude flipperdoodle thing if I can't pencil mark it properly? So if this is a 4, right? Oh, and 4, of course, goes with 6. 4, 6, 3 doesn't work, does it? 4, 6, 3. That's a 7. No, so neither of those are 4s, so you get a 2, 3 pair with 3s at the bottom here. So these aren't 2s. There we go. 1s and 4s like that. One of these is a 3. That looks down there. So this is like a 1, 4, 8 thing, and that's not a 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 could go to 2, or... oh, 4 either goes to 2. Oh, that's weird. Or 8 goes up here. 8 goes to 4. And therefore, that would have to be the 3, 1, 2. Strange goings on there. Very strange. So, and the 7 is the... so you get an X wing on 7s as well. So many wings. Oh, and of course the 2... that being 4 to 2 breaks, because that goes 4 to... oh no, 4 to 1, 3, 7. Or 8, 3, 6. What is going on? So 4, 2, 1, 3, 7. Because of course, once this is 1, that's 4, and that therefore is 7. And 4, 4. 4, 2, 1, 4. 7, 2. No. 4? Why have I got 3s pencil marked like this? I mean, surely they are because of how you've got the pairs, but how's that making sense with what I'm looking at here now? 4, 2. But that puts 1, and then that just breaks. No, 4, 2, 1, 3. 4, 2, 1, 3. That's 6. Means this is 5 or 6. Yeah. And if this is 8, 4, 2, 3, 7. That's what I'm confusing myself about. 4, 2, 3, 7 with a 1 here. So either the long-winded way of saying it is this is a 1-2 pair, which it's not going to be because of the 1s. That's what I should have seen. If this is 4, that's 2. That has to be 1, and that doesn't work. So this is 8. That's not 7. That's 7 and 3. That's 1 and 2. Sorry. 4 and 6. 6 goes to 5 or 7. That's therefore 3 and 2 that way around. So red I know is ratio. Oh, that works quite nicely, doesn't it? Green is X and yellow is white dot. Awesome. Right. Back on track a little bit. So green is your 7, 3, which is a shame because I hope that 6 would do something. I'm sure it does at some point. Green is like that. That goes to here. Because they're consecutive, goes to here. 2 and 8 this way around. 4's there. 1's up here. 3's are just because of the 3's. Nice. That's not 3, that's not 8. Certainly not 1. Could be 2. Could be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could be 6. This little cell. 1 to 9. 4 to 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 to... Oh, and 8 isn't going to work either. So it's either 1 to 9 or 6 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 to 4 up there. Which I think is quite likely. How about the yellow dot? So that's a consecutive one. So 3 could go to 2. 4 to go to 5 or 3. 5 could go to 6. It'll seem to work. 2, 6, 4, 7. Green is a white dot. Green is an X. So that's to look like that. Yes, that will work. So the consecutiveness. And that's got to be a 1, 9 like this now. So is this also 1, 9? Is that how that works? 6s. 3 would go to that. 5, it doesn't work. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would have to go to 6. One of those two is a 6. And 6 to 4 doesn't work. 5 to 6 like that. That leaves 9 and 6. 9 and 9 and 9 and 6. And I'm losing track of what numbers I haven't used yet. Haven't used that, haven't used that, haven't used this either. Which might do something. 9s and 1s, 5s, and no more. No more. Ooh, wasn't expecting that triple. So what are these cells? Another 5, 7, and 8. 7 somewhere down here. Yeah. 3s. 3s can still go to 2s. 4s still go to 5s. 5s could still go to 6s. Well, good. 2s could go to 4s. 4s could go to 8s. 6s. 3, 4, 5, 6. Can't go to 3s anymore. Nice. So either 2 to 4 or, which is nice with this, maybe. Or 4s to 8s. So, no, because that's, I mean, that would be, that would be 3 to 2 to 4 to 8. It works. Bah. Hmm. 3 somewhere here. That's not a quad, is it? Yeah. I'm missing a 3 and a 4, aren't I? So that goes to there, that goes to there, that goes to there. 4's up here. 1's like that. So that 6 looks very likely, to be honest. But it could still be a 1-9 if it wanted to. Bit of Sudoku. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. That's a naked single. Wild. So either 1 to 9. Yeah. 2, 3, and 5. There's a 5. There's a 2. 5, 7. 1, 9. 5, 7 pair. 6 and 8. Quite liking how the Sudoku falls on this one. 2, 3, 6. 6 is not there, obviously. 2s. 2s and 1s. 6 and 3. Still not sorted. There's a 7. Whoa, hello. 7, 5, 7, 9, 8. With that looks like a 3. 5s and 7s, 5s and 8s. 8s and 5s. 5s. 1s. Oh, 1. 1, 6, 9, thank Lord. I was worried that was not disambiguating, which would have surprised me tremendously. 8s and 7s. Lovely. Very nice puzzle. Very cool. Very fun interactions. Setting the bar high. Right. So this is attempt 2. After 5 minutes of thinking that this cell and this cell were 5 or 10 minutes, I think these were 5 apart, which they're not. So that didn't go very well. Let's try this again. So these are 4s, and therefore that's just straight up immediately a 5, isn't it? And blue is consecutive. So let's make a note of that one. Yeah, and I had this one as not being allowed to be 5, so I can't count that either. Sorry. Blue is consecutive. And now the 1 would now work with a 2, 2, 4 look. And then 1 would force 2, 4, which would put a 3 here. That would mean green's consecutive. But blue is consecutive, so that's not possible. That's not a 3. One of these is 3, so none of that's not a 1. That makes sense. So yeah, so the one that's a 4, because we know it's not consecutive, could go to a 1. Can it only go to a 1? No, it could go to a 2 as well, as a ratio, of course. Oops, and the rest of them look like that. 1 here would have to go to a 9 and be a X. And 2 would have... Oh, no, 2... No, why 1 can go to 2? It's because I'm thinking I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 triple and up and down here, but I definitely don't. Oh, 4's on the outside, by the way. There's something to consider as well. 2 could go to 4 to 8 if it wanted to. No arm in that. So one of these are 3. If this is a 2, Because what is red and yellow? Red, yellow are X and V, or a ratio dot, isn't it? So if that was 3, or more to the point, if that's 2, it's not a V. So 2 here would work with a 1-8 pair. 2 with 1 and 8. And therefore they'd be a black dot and a X, wouldn't they? 2, 1 and 8, yeah. And if you're instead 3, but then you could be 6s and 7s, or 2s. And yeah, 2 could happily go to 1 or whatever. Interesting. So if 4 did go to 1, then that would be a V. And therefore that would be a 3 and a 2. So if 4 does go to 1, then that side's the V. And therefore, so basically, I don't think either of these can be a 5, can they? No, for sure. Because either it's a 1 or a 2, or it's got to be that thing that's in a relationship. So if this is 4 and that's 1, that's got to be 3 and that's got to be 2, is the only way that works. And is that interesting? 4 to 1, 3 to 2, because it puts a 3 in the middle. And puts 2s on the outside. Should also put a 1, 9. Can I see what's wrong with that? It puts 2 and 1 there. I think that's probably how it works. So otherwise, you're 4 to 2, which is then interesting, maybe, how this is. 4 to 2. Oh, 4 to 2 means this is a V. So 4 to 2 couldn't allow 1 and couldn't allow 4. Why not? Yeah, because it would be 2 to 4 and you'd be another ratio. So that would be 2 to 3. So one of red and yellow is V, is what I'm trying to say. So green is either X or a black dot. Either 1 to 2 or 2 to... So that could be 1 to 2, 1 to 9. It could be 2 to 1, 2 to... Certainly not 8. 2 to... Yeah, 2 to 8 for the V option. X option. So if 4 to 1, then because that forces a 3 here with a 3 here, why did I think that made that a 1, not a 2? 4 to 1 forces 3 to 2. Oh, it's because it puts 3 in the middle. And I know one of those is a V, which is 2s. So this can't be a 2, can it? Because I've said one of these is a V. Right. So one of these is a 3 and puts a 2 on the outside. So that's 2s like that. That is either 1 or 8 to make this work. This is a full 1 pair and the 1 has to go with a 9. So these are an XV pair. And green is a black dot. Cool. 1 to 9, and then 4 goes down to 1, which goes to another 9. And this is a 2-7 pair, isn't it, from the red yellow? Yeah. Yeah. And this is a 6-1 pair. Interestingly. Why have I... Oh, that was just because of this, wasn't it? Yeah. So that's not 2. And it's not even 5, that's 3. Going to 2 or 7. So 4 would go to 1 to 9, meaning these aren't 2s, and they're not 4s, because there would be 4 to a... Yeah. So that's a 1-3 pair with 2 somewhere there or there. Don't know how any of that works. Nope. Blue is white, so that's 2, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Being more careful to count them probably now. So that's like that. This is surely interesting. Because 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 works. 5, 6, or 7. Up and down there is probably okay as well. Interesting. 4 to 1 to 3 to 2. That all seems okay. Right. More ratio dots might be the next thing to look at. Especially with these 1, 2, 3s. And one of those is a 1, 2. So you get like a X-wing on 6s as well. Up and down here. So one of those 2 is a 6 at the bottom. One of these is a 3. So that's not 6. So, oh, that works with like 7 and 6 there, doesn't it? How about 1 to 2? Probably fine. Yeah. Sure, that's okay. It says. Hey, that's definitely a 1 to 2 like that. And then that sorts out this side, isn't it? 1 to 2, 6 up here. 6 down there, that's 3. Either that's 1 to 2 or 2 to 1 or 4. Along here. 3 doesn't work. 4 does work. 6 certainly doesn't work, and 8 doesn't work. So that is 4 to 8. Going across like this. Down there. 3, 4, certainly not 8. So either that's 6 or that's 2 or 8. That shoots up here, of course. A 6 there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's not 1, that is 2. And that's going to be 4. 5 or 7 here. 4's down there. This now, if that was 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that worked to the 4. Or 7 just immediately is okay. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 would be a 4. 4 would be a 5. 7 doesn't work, of course. So you got 4s and 5s that go along like that sort of thing. Either 5, 4 or 4, 5. Done that the wrong way around. Like that. Yeah. This little cell. It's not even. Can't be a 3. Could be an 8 still. And probably could be a bunch of other things. This one as well. Probably not yet. So what do I need to see next? It's not 4. Oh, 4s now do go here. So that's 4 and 2 like that, which means that has to be 3 and 1. So red is B. and yellow is X. Nice. So that's 1, 9. That's a 4. That's a 4. Red is V. That's a 2. Oh, and I had that from up here. And I didn't even think about that. Oh, that's hilarious. Yellow is X. So, that works. Could be 7 and 3. Or 8 and 2. This little cell, I hadn't noticed the other dot. Here's an X. So he's got to be a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, like that. 4 here puts 5 there, so that's now done. That's not 5. It's going to be a big old consecutive thing there. 5, 7, 8 triple. Wasn't expecting that. So 7's, look here. 7s and 8s, that's 1, 3, 5, 9. And that's a 1. Right. Yeah. 4s and 8s are all okay. This isn't. Oh, is it? Because this is the X, isn't it? Yeah. 2 5s and 6s. Thought that would be resolved. There's a 9, which does all this work. 1, 5, 6, and 9. Thought I was doing more. 1, 2, 3, and 8. Yes. Maybe. Yes. 8's there. 7's up here. 5, 7, and 8. 3 and 9. Go on, help me out, puzzle. This cell. 1, 2, 3, 4. I noticed him. He doesn't actually do much. There's a 7 though. Does give me a 7 up here. 7, 3, 4. It's got to be a 8 now. With a 4 there. Looking along here, what have I done? What have I done? Yeah, that looks okay, isn't it? 6, 6, 1. 8, 6, and 8. That all works with that. This blue dot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's got to be 5, 3, 9. 5 and 6. 5 and 9. This row. Yeah. 9s. 3 8s. 9s and 3s. 7s and 7s. 5s and 8s. 5s and 9s. And big finale. 1s. Lovely. Nice. 2 really good puzzles again. Very, very fun that you had the similar constraints and then had to work around it like this. Like that. I think my vote will lean towards puzzle 2. Sorry, puzzle A, puzzle 2A. I think it explored the ideas a bit more. Yeah, just generally that little bit more. When this collapsed very quickly when you had other things, even if I did miss some of the stuff like those sort of interactions. We'll have to have a chat with the rest of our run, see what they all thought. But yeah, thank you very much both for your puzzles. Thanks for watching. Good luck to whoever goes to the finals. Very exciting. Chat to you sometime later.